Welcome back to base camp, WNC. Well, I'm here on the coast for one more day before I head back up to the hills. And wanted to bring a farm update, a little bit on what the crops are doing. And this might be the last time I'll show you this building before it's full of people. This year won't be like last year. Last year, the second week of February, we were picking strawberries. And of course, that's only about 3 weeks away from now, so this year, as cold as it's been, we won't be there. But my end of the deal, we have added on from here down, got the doors on. Of course, they open up. We've expanded this year, as I've showed you before, the sales area, trying to get this thing all done. We've added quite a bit on it. We poured all this concrete, got rid of the gravel. Of course, the girls are supposed to be up here decorating and cleaning up. You can see how much of that's got done. This year, the whole back, this is all going to be produce stand right here. And we're going to have drink coolers and freezers because we're selling meat from a farm down the road, and sausage and whatnot will all be for sale. And they'll have the slushy machines and popcorn machines going this year. And we're trying to find some commercial shelving. We'd like to put like a grocery store shelves on two things because we sell so many jams and jellies. And it weighs so much, we'd like to find some regular commercial shelving. And of course, all this was here last year. And I told Farmer Walter he's jumping the gun, wanting to get this kitchen in. Well, he's now dealing with Department of Health and find out that a little bit more involved than what he thought, but him, son-in-law, they have found this big sink. We have moved the ice maker over this year. But it's going to be a learning experience for him dealing with government agencies, I believe. Well, we got the electric working, got it all done. Mr. Fred's got that up. This, of course, is our storage unit. And we're going to put shelves all along here. We have 2 freezers. And, of course, with the pandemic and everything else, we got 3 more to move up here. If he can buy 3 to replace it at the house, and he hasn't been able to do that. So he's kind of waiting on being able to get some upright freezers to bring 3 more chest freezers for here. And this whole part of it will be for storage, for paper products and everything for the kitchen. And we did put an air conditioner in the wall to be able to probably really control the humidity more than anything else. But we got light bulbs all over the place. And I don't know where they found them, but this chrome metal shelving thing, there must be 20 different units of that around here right now. I think Kathy found it on the internet somewhere and they went crazy buying it. We redid all the packing tables to be able to hold them up stronger. So we're down to a really good clean job and finish a few things up. And I'll tell you the truth, it seems like the more area you got, the more junk you accumulate. I don't know where all this stuff is coming from, but it keeps coming somewhere. Well, let's go out and let's see what the strawberries are looking like. And it's going to be a good year, I do believe. Well, we're out here. Now, these were the bare root plants, which are cheaper and larger than the containerized ones. But as you can see right here, this is the day before the inauguration right there, all that nonsense going on in DC. And you can see blossoms. They're starting to blossom out right now. And this is the 3rd week of January. Now, they haven't been covered, and it has gotten quite cold here for the coast. It's been down around 20 degrees. But these plants here like I said, we're bare root, and they are cheaper, but they're about twice the size, 3 times the size of the top end of the plant compared to the little plug ones that we plant. And a lot harder to plant them. Got to plant them all by hand. It takes a good while. But we'll go over there and take a look. If you look down this row, it won't be much more, and them plants will have grown together already. And they are growing right now, even at this weather temperature. But let's take a walk over to the other field. Let me show you the difference. Well, these are the containerized plants. And it's kind of funny, there's a blossom there, and there's blossoms all over the place. These are the row covers that get pulled over about 6 beds at a time. Hopefully I'll get out of here before that parade starts all the time, but right now they're just getting whatever they get as far as weather goes. But these are a little bit smaller than the bare root plants. The bare root plants, you're lucky if you can get about 10,000 in a day, and that's with about 8-9 people. This thing right here is 1 guy driving the tractor, 4 on the setter, and 1 guy hauling plants, and you can do a couple 100,000 a day. So, but they cost a little bit more. But the whole field's covered up this year. Let me walk around. I'm going to show you the blackberries. I'm going to show you the new blueberry plants. And of course, Farmer Walter got crazy because he done disced up, mowed down everything else. Let me show you the rest of the farm. Well, this year, like I said, last year they got away, and we didn't prune the new growth fast enough. This year, while they were busy picking, we were busy pruning the ends and the tip buds. So everything is a lot lower this year. We got a lot more growth and a lot more stems down here in the bottom. Last year it was just all the top, and like I said, they hung over and they broke on that top wire. It was kind of a learning experience. So while you're picking strawberries, you got to be pruning these things. When you're in here doing blueberries, you got to be in here pruning the new growth that's going to be coming up. And then when, of course, they're in here picking blackberries, you got to be in here and pruning it. So they're great producers. We averaged 1,000 gallons per acre. They did do what they were supposed to do, or 2,500 gallons per acre, really. And they did do what they were supposed to do, but they are a lot of work. I believe it's just easier to plow them all up and replant strawberries than it is to deal with all these blackberry canes. And this year we went around, they completely changed every single bit of the irrigation. They had rabbits chewing that little tape and in the plastic mulch and everything else. So they've got these little sprinklers right here on every 3 plants right there. And that's what we're going to do this year. And the pipe is taped up to the bottom wire. And hopefully that's going to take care of some rabbit problems we got. Well, I don't think we have a piece of land right now that's either not planted in a berry or not plowed up. Farmer Walter got him a new disc and he went crazy. I mean, all the old cabbage, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, all that stuff is gone. And he's got everything disced. They came out and put down like 60,000 pounds of gypsum plus fertilizer. And he's ready to start planting. A little too early, but he's ready to start planting. Let's go over and let me show you the new blueberry crop. Well, there's 3 new varieties of blueberries, and don't ask me what they are. But we went with, this is 36-inch high silk fence material, stapled down with landscape staples. This is bedded up the same way as any other beds are here on the property, except they cut holes and put it over top of every one of the plants. So hopefully won't have a problem with weeding and all as much this year. but to have the irrigation pipe down, the nozzles aren't put in yet, but it's all done. Got everything planted, and that field over there on the other side of the road is the one that had all the broccoli and cauliflower I was giving people, and greens. And of course you can see Farmer Walter got itchy, and well, if somebody ain't here to hold his hand, he'll tear stuff up, mow it down, and plow it up just so he can be on that tractor. We're gonna go up there right now. The boys right now are cleaning out the greenhouse. They're doing some work on the benches and whatnot. This year, of course, last year we were 3 weeks late getting seed, and then by the time they were seeded, it was a month behind getting stuff planted. And anybody knows that gardens last year, with the pandemic and everything in China and India, that's where most of the seeds produced. It was all late because of the virus. So Walter got on the thing last year, and those 2 freezers in that storage room in there are really full of seeds. So he's got enough seed for the next couple of years. And but they will be seeding the greenhouse probably next week. And that will be all the broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, Brussels sprouts, all the brassicas, everything. And then as soon as 6 weeks later, when that's planted, all the squash, watermelons, everything else will go in, and herbs. So that's about where we are now. It's about 50 degrees here this year. We've had more cool weather this winter than we had the last 2 years. So hopefully it'll be a good strawberry crop. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned. And maybe the next one, when I get back to doing the spring boxes, I'll get back in front of the camera, but I kind of like hiding behind it, I do believe. Thank you for watching. And as usual, like it, share it, subscribe, tell your friends about it. We're getting real close to 2,000, and we're going to do something for it. Thank you.